Hello, hello. Today I'm going to talk about super boosting and building a team. I wanted to put these two topics together because super boosting is super important when it comes to actually building Skylanders. And a lot of people have been sort of asking what's good for my first team. And the main thing you want to look for when you're building your team is probably one support at least. Flashwing is a really good choice because you get her for free, and she's also a blue unit, so she's super easy to find copies of. And Gorilla Drilla, who is also super easy to find copies of because he is a green unit, which are very common. But let's talk about what super boosting is first before I get into more detail about that. So, as you can see, I've summoned Blackout once, so I have him as a Skylander. And you can see up here in the right hand corner, there's actually this hexagon with with a key in the middle of it. And what this is the super boosting sort of indicator. So I've summoned him once, and this is completely empty. If you look at Enigma here, I've actually summoned Enigma once, and I've summoned him again, and that's the reason why he has this one lit up. So if you take a look at one of my team members, like Boom Bloom, you'll see that I've actually summoned her once, and I've also summoned her or super boosted her with keys 5 times. Now, when I talk about the keys, let me show you what I mean. So the first way is obviously you summon the Skylander more than once, and that super boosts it. The second way is you find keys. Now, the keys can be obtained mainly through the missions. When you complete certain missions and certain milestones, they give you keys for that. Boom Bloom, I think I ended up combining a lot of my keys, and I ended up unlocking her because I felt like she was a staple in my main team, which if you haven't seen the Poison team, I'll link it down in the description. I clear C5, and I've actually been able to 3-star. Oh, hello! That's my cat, sorry. I've been able to 3-star C6 with this team, so take a look at that video. It's pretty handy. But as you can see, I've super boosted her 5 times, and the way you do that is, like I said, by summoning Skylander or by using these keys. Now, light and dark keys are a lot more rare. I'm not even sure if there's a way to get the purple dark keys. You can buy the legendary keys, which I'll go over in a minute, but currently there's only one way to do that, and it's actually fairly difficult. So let's talk about what super boosting does for your Skylanders. So the first thing super boosting does, the first time you super boost Skylander, you actually unlock a slot. So for heroic, it takes 2 super boosts to unlock the slot. For legendaries, it takes 1 super boost to unlock the slot, and then you have that gear slot for your unit. I would check to see. I think you unlock the other slots sort of. So one super boost for legendary, 2 super boosts for heroic, 3 super boosts for the purple, the rare, and then the 6 super boost for, or the 5 super boost for the premium. But I can't really check the last 2 because I've fully super boosted all of my rare and premium Skylanders. So that's the first thing, is it unlocks the item slot, which is obviously huge, especially depending on which one. So for Hot Dog here, he unlocks a ring slot, which could be crit or crit damage, which will help a ton with damage. For my Blackout here, it unlocks this boot slot, which is great. Adds some effect accuracy or HP or defense. The next thing it does is actually also pretty important, which is the skill level ups here. So as you can see, that the level 3 down has a lock next to it. You unlock these as you super boost. So the first time you super boost, you unlock level 3, and then level 4 for the next super boost, etc. So this is pretty big, especially when it comes down to things like mana consumption and cooldown time, especially on certain abilities that you want to be using more often. So super boosting is sort of a gate to having these abilities be even better. So very important for boosting your skills. And then the last is actually stat boost. So as you can see here, My Blackout starts with 792, 420 defense, and then 3,476 HP. And then the first time it super boosts, it goes to 921, 498, and 4063. So adds quite a bit of base stats, which is obviously better, helps do more damage, helps survive more. Very important for your team. So the idea is that having a super boosted premium or rare unit is going to be better than having a legendary or heroic unit who's not super boosted at all, because of all the things that it gatekeeps, such as the inventory slot, the item slot, the ether slot, and then also the skill ups and stuff like that. So it's great to have legendary units, and a lot of legendary units are very, very good. But the way that progression sort of stops you from only building legendary units is that you are limited to skill ups, you are limited to ether that they have, and the stats are sometimes not as good. So if you take a look here, so let's see if I can find one that I haven't leveled. Let's see. So I have Pit Boss here. So I haven't put any points into Pit Boss, so you can see the base stats here. So 218, 139, 1202. And then if we take a look at Chopper right here next to him, you'll see that his base stats are actually much higher, even though he's a premium and this is a legendary. So super boosting does a lot. Obviously, if you can super boost legendary units, use them. But if not, it's better to stick with the premium or heroic, or premium or rare or heroic, depending on how many you have super boosted. I would recommend using support unit like Flashwing, or Grilla Drilla is another very popular unit. He also has a pretty big heal that can be upgraded to 2 mana, just like Flashwings. The cooldown time is actually 1 turn longer, so it's not as strong in my opinion. But they do very similar things as far as support goes. So it's up to you. It really just depends on who you have super boosted. So let me talk quickly about where to get the legendary keys. So if you go to your light shop here, if you go to the shop and then the light shop, you'll see that you can buy different things with these transcendence materials. And you'll notice right here that we have a super boost key. And this will not work for light and dark. So you have to be careful. There's no way currently to get light and dark keys. So I'm guessing they'll add them in the future, but right now it's just sort of up to RNG to see if you can get super boost on units, or if you're going for the blackout ticket in the shop, you can get it every month. So it's going to be a bit before you can build those units, unless you're spending a lot of money or get really lucky on units, on Skylanders. So how do you get these? So these are transcendent pieces, and you can buy the keys with them, and you get those by summoning after you've max super boosted. So currently the only legendary unit I have max super boosted is Boom Bloom. So when I summon her again, I will actually get the legendary transcendent piece, and you can use these for buying those things, or you can use it for boosting again. So you'll see here that she actually gets a few things when you transcend, but it takes 5 of these materials. So basically I would have to have a few legendary units fully super boosted, and then I would have to summon them 5 times, summon more 5 times, because that's how much it takes to transcend these. So you'll probably end up transcending. You can see here that I have Flashwing and Stealth Elf transcended all the way 5 plus 5, which is the max, because I've summoned a lot of blue, a lot of rare Skylanders. So I've transcended them max. It doesn't add as much as super boosting, but it does add some things, and it's different for each unit. So Boom Bloom gains a few things here, which obviously help if you're really concerned about that kind of thing. So that's just about it for super boosting. I hope this helped. It's sort of a complicated system, because you got super boosting, you got transcendent, you got awakening, you got evolve. But let me know if this is helpful. I hope that I'm gonna do a resource guide soon. The resource guide I think will be helpful for figuring out what to do with the millions of different resources that we have in this game. But I wanted to get this out there because several people were asking, is this a good team? Is this a good team? So generally speaking, go with what you have super boosted. Try to throw in a support unit. And it will work out, especially for the beginning of the game. And then once you get your feel around the game, you'll have an idea of what Skylanders are good, what Skylanders are good for you, because you have different built, different super boosted, and then it just sort of an introductory into how to build your team. So I hope you guys have a great day, and thank you for watching.